How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. It is the day one of the Aether drift format on Magic the Gathering Arena, so we're going to be doing some drafts. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, bring your whole family, point and laugh at me. We'll be doing this all season long. But if you enjoy this, please head on over to twitch.tv/dickrecord, as well as the other channel, which may or may not be youtube.com/@dickrecord or youtube.com/@recordplayer1. But with that out of the way, let's get into it. Oh, that was fast. All right, it's time for our pack one, pick one. What are we getting? Oh, I like a good Dune Drifter. What's this? Voyager Glide card. Scry 1, tap 3 other, it becomes an artifact creature, gains flying, put a 1/1 counter. That seems very good. There's also a Sky Serpent Seeker. I'm going to take the Glide car. Oh, there's also a Bauble. That seems good. Night Market also seems very good. Lotus Guard Disciple seems fine. I like Bauble. I like Drifter. I like Serpent. I'm going to take the Glide car here. Something about an artifact entering the battlefield and giving you a Scry 1. I like that. I like that. Being able to get in turn 2. If you can crew it seems pretty good. Road Rage. X is 2 plus the number of mounts and vehicles you control. That seems good too. I'm going to take this Glide car. Let's see. Murgonder Raceway is not it. Hour of Victory is interesting. It's a start your engines card. Beginning of end step, untap each creature you control. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Oh, okay. So this is the this is for, I don't even know what green-white is. I think it's a counters deck again. I'm tempted to take that over Hour of Victory. I like the Beast Strider. It's a 3/4 for 4 with Pseudo Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, untap each creature you control, and it has a mana sink. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. I'm in for that. Yeah, I'm in for that. Max speed. Search your card. Search your library for a card. Otherwise, it spits out a 2/2, so it's like a Grey Ogre, but with start your engines. I could see myself playing one of those two, but I'm going to take this Veteran Beast Rider. Great stats on rate, as well as a good mana sink ability for the late game. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with... there's Valor's Flagship again. And there's a nesting bot. Are you trying to tempt me with this nonsense? I'm taking the Valor's... We just took this stupid thing. When it does land, it wins you the game. It is a 7 mana win condition. It does win you the game. It does. It does. It just... You people are crazy. Alright, so back on track. That's the... Bring a thing back. Artifact spells you cast costs 1 less to cast. That seems good. Making this cost 6 seems very nice, actually. There's an Ooze Patrol, which I don't know how to feel about that. This seems nice. Also, the back on track. It's creature or vehicle, and it spits out a pilot. So that seems good. I'm still going to take the Quick Welder, because if we can get the Valor's Flagship out early somehow, I think that that's a win. There's also a Loxodon Surveyor that starts your engines, and late game it can just exile itself from your graveyard to draw you a card. I like the Wreckage Wickerfolk, actually, just being a nice 2-mana flyer that can help get in when you're trying to keep your engines going, right? But we're going to take the Quick Welder here. And a lot of boards it'll feel like a mana dork. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Leaving and coming back. We're leaving this on the VOD. Uh-oh. 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 Oh no. Connection lost. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Reconnect. Howdy, guys. So, after that crash that we just saw happen, what happened was I got disconnected from Magic the Gathering Arena. I could not reconnect during the portion of the draft. So, I contacted support. Thankfully, they refunded my draft token. However, the draft went on without me. And as a result, we ended up with this bizarre, what I would call sealed pool. It's a little bit shallow, but also it's very strange. It just took whatever and passed. Took whatever and passed. I feel bad for everyone else that was like drafting that day, because it looks like I may have ruined a few archetypes. Okay, Now, if we look at what it did take for us, it took, I think, every rare that it saw. So we have 11 rares. Of these rares, the ones that I chose were the flagship and the glide gear. Those were my first pick 1 and pick 3, I believe. And the rest of these were just, all right. So here, you can have these. Sure. I'm going to attempt to make some semblance of a deck out of this mess. I know, chilling, whatever. We're going to have to get rid of 17 cards from here in order to build a deck. And then we're still going to play it. It's going to be wild. And the only reason why I'm actively trying this is because if you look at our fixing, for whatever reason, it also chose a bunch of fixing lands. I don't know why, but we essentially can play everything except for maybe the white cards, which is really funny because I think that we have really good white cards, especially Zahor, Embalmed Ascendant, Caradora, although we don't have very many +1/+1 counter synergies, but this just gets us a mount. And then this is a nice mana sink that gives all of our cards pseudo-vigilance. So there's a few things that I do want to do here. The first thing I think we need to do is identify cards that we probably aren't going to end up using, like this Glider, Petal, and Pit Automaton. I do want to play a lot of the payoff cards, right? I think that Quick Welder might actually be useful here, especially as a 2/4. It's got a big butt. Roadside Blowout's nice. I do want to identify, like, there are a lot of good cards in here. Like, we have a lot of good removal in red between Boommobile, Crash and Burn. I don't know if we're going to play Full Throttle, so I'm just going to get rid of that entirely. Aganosaurus Rex is probably the best combat trick that we have, leading me to believe that we don't even need Light Shell Parry. This just does that. I mean, it costs 3 times as much, sure, but it's when you cycle it too. So we could play it or we could cycle it as an amazing combat trick. So we're going to cut the parry. The Aether Spark is just, you just put that in there. It goes into any deck. That's fine. I don't know if we want to play these double blue cards, so these Hull Drifters can go away. Similarly, I don't know if we're going to be playing the Roadside Blowout. It might be better than Fearless Swashbuckler, but not Boosted Sloop. I like Boosted Sloop, although Swashbuckler can help us churn through our deck in such a way. It does look like we're playing 4 or 5 colors though, which is wild. And if it wasn't, again, for the fact that we have all this, and it might actually be wise to just cut out all the white cards, save for the Ascendant, the Zahor, the Beast Rider, and the Caradora, and maybe the Flagship. Although the Flagship is triple white, so the only reason why I was thinking we could actually still play the Flagship is because of the cycling ability to make a bunch of tokens. So maybe the correct thing to do is to cut out all these other white cards and just play this pile minus a few more cards. So let's just cut down to what I think we should be playing here. I know. This is like the most mixed up, messy mana base you guys will probably ever see. We're basically playing 5-color nonsense. But I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine. It should be fine, he says. We're going to see how this goes. We did get a lot of good removal between the 2 Crash and Burns. I think those are fantastic removal spells actually at 4, as well as the Thundering Broodwagon, sorry, the Boommobile, and the Roadside Blowout's also going to be like a huge tempo thing. So I do like where this is. I wish we had more 2s, and we really just want to hit our land drops, right? I wish we had some fixing as well, like the Stop Sign or the 3/2 Mana Rock vehicle. I wish we had either of those, but we don't. We have District Mascot though, and he's so cute. And Zahur. But I think that we have a good pile of cards. So we're going to move forward with this. Wish me luck. All right, here's our first opponent. I'm pretty sure they're going to be incredibly gobsmacked to see us playing literally every rare that we've drafted. Whatever. We're just going to pretend like it's my first time drafting. Oh, wow. Okay, this is not only capable, but incredibly playable. Yeah. Turn 3 Mole, turn 4 Caradora. Are we doing this? You could play this eventually. Sure. We'll play this tapped. We're very far away from Fearless Swashbuckler, unless we get a blue source. Can you imagine? Can you imagine getting a blue source? I have that. All right. So, this is going to feel like a free attack for them. They draw a card off of this Glory Heath Lynx. Wow. We could use more colors, I guess, from the Bloodfell caves. There goes my Boommobile, by the way. I'll take this. Opponent's gonna be like, wow, they are deep. They are deep. Sure. We still block this, but they do get a land off of it. Oh, Carrion Crusher can get that back, actually. Did I play my lands wrong? I did, didn't I? I was supposed to play the plains. We do have a Spire Mech Cycle coming up, which is going to be fun. But I guess we just play this. Carrion Crusher, Mill 2. We're the closest to playing the Boom Wagon, or the Boommobile. That said, view battlefield. Neither is like great here. I'm gonna take the Boommobile. We will need to no attacks, end turn. Draw a what's it called in order to play that? A green source? Okay, sure. Opponent's gonna attack with that. We're gonna saddle or crew this. Sure. And attempt to trade. We're like 100% trying to do a thing, and it's really funny. It's like super funny. They did draw 2 cards off of their Glory Heath Links, which doesn't feel the greatest. And if they have a trick, it'll suck here. Defend the Rider, sure. I'm not upset by that, actually. Starting column. Oh, our opponent's also very deep, apparently. Let's see. I could play the Ascendant. I think we just play the Mech Cycle here. I think we just use all of our mana. We could have played the Ascendant, or we could have played the Carador and the Grease Wrench Goblin. But I think that this might be the best use of our mana. Next. We don't have to crew here. No attacks, end turn. We're on the defensive. We're kind of playing... It's gonna sound wild. We're kind of playing a control deck. We're playing a 5-color control deck. Veteran Beast Rider. Okay, so they do have a mana sink there. I don't know if they attack with the links. Past end. Yep. Because I think they realize, like, that's a big boy. Okay, so we want to start our engines. Right? Do we want to start our engines? This is a 3-4. It's gonna get in. Probably. We could play the Pace Setter Paragon. I think the best use of our mana is Grease Wrench Goblin. And Caradora. Oh yeah, Caradora draws us a card. What's wrong with me? Actually, I could have played... Oh no, I couldn't have. There's a 1-drop. Yes, I'll take that action. We have a few mounts. View battlefield. We don't have the double blue for the Hull Drifter. We could take the Sloop. We're not attacking with the mascot. Right? We can't attack with... I guess the only thing that's playable is the mascot though, right? I could have sworn there were more things to grab here. Oh, I took out the white 1-drops. I'll take the mascot then. Next. No attacks. End turn. Carador already did a ton of work just now. If I can, I'd like to kill the Veteran Beast Rider over anything else. Cloudspire Captain. Okay. Interesting. I guess they want to hit their land drops. Crew 2. Resolve. Because they don't get to play the land until after. But yeah, I guess they want to just hit their land drops. Past the blockers. Block like this. They gain the life. Sure. They play their land. Untap your creatures. Sure. My turn. Okay, so we did still draw the boosted sloop. I think we do play this. It's going to come in with an extra counter because of Caradora, which is good. And then if we get to attack with it, it gets another additional counter. So I don't know if I'm supposed to draw up to too many cards. Up to 2 cards. And then, because like right now, the boosted sloop and the swashbuckler are kind of useless to us. So maybe that's what we do. I think we want to add to our board though, in case there's like some sort of blowout. And we could always rely on playing these later, right? So I guess that means that we're going to play the Embalmed Ascendant to start our engines. Vroom vroom, motherfucker. Beep. Next. No attacks. End turn. We can exhaust the Spire mech cycle to make it a 6/5 because we have one. What is this? Creature attacks. It gains this indestructible. Alright, so tap another. This for each mount and or vehicle you control. Resolve. So that's a 6/6. That's a problem. There's the second red. So if I play the Boommobile, I get 4 red mana, and then I can kill an X3, which would be the Cloud Spire Captain. And I think that that's worth doing, if only to shrink the Unnerving Sloth. And then I can activate the mech cycle to make it... I can exhaust the mech cycle to make it huge next turn. Red. Then we're going to activate this. X damage to any one target. 1, 2, 3. Pay 3. Kill that. Auto pay. If they have another one of those defend the writer cards, that would suck. They did! Alright. That's fair. To combat. Next. Yeah, the district mascot's not doing much here. No attacks. End turn. We literally have all 5 colors. No, we don't have blue, that's right. They have an Alacrian Jaguar. Okay. It's a 5/5. They're probably looking at our cards like, Jesus, I wish we had those. They tapped out. So what are the chances that they have the other card? I'm going to... Sure. Exhaust this, which makes it a... Tap another mount. Tap this. Which should make this a 7/6. Oh, that's not even big enough. Never mind. I can't block that because it's still indestructible. Oh, it's an 8/7. Never mind. Untap all creatures they control. Okay. That was my concern. I was like, is this going to be a 7/6? Pass to damage. The end of... Yeah. Untap each of everything else. Alright, so my turn. We have a Zahur. Do I play the Zahur? Sacrifice another creature, surveil 1. I guess we do. And here's where I leave up the activation for Grease Wrench Goblin. Because it's Goblin, that Grease Wrench, baby. Sorry. I'm so sorry. They're not playing any... what's it called? I'm going to leave up the activation for the district mascot. They're not playing any... what's it called right now? I do wish I had a flyer, actually. The Mull Drifter, or the Hull Drifter, whatever it wants to be called, would have been great here, actually. Next. I guess if I attack with the Spire Mech Cycle, it's not great here, right? Like, it just gets eaten by one of these things. Next. No attacks, end turn. And we need the blocker, because this Unnerving Sloth's just going to keep coming in. And the Alacrian Jaguar is going to be like a 7/7 with Vigilance. And then they keep untapping everything due to the Veteran Beast Rider being what it is. Oh, that's going to help them dig out of this, too. Because they can activate the Vanguard. Yep, they have the 7 mana because of the starting column. Part of me is tempted to crack the mascot to destroy their column. Sure. That becomes a 7/7. Resolve. Pass. Put this in front of this. Because that's their other source of green. So maybe we block like this and then crack the mascot. Okay. That sucks. Okay. I completely forgot about that. Alright, so remove. Let's destroy that. Yeah, completely forgot about that. Alright. Rest in Dead Spire Mech Cycle. That was my fault. Pilot error. Completely forgot about the mana sink ability that thing has. Oh, I should have sacrificed that to Zahur. Okay, so there's a Swiftwater Cliffs. This costs 3. Yeah, we're gonna play the Pace Setter Paragon. Next. Do we no attacks here? No attacks. End turn. Sure. Saddle 1. Saddle 4. Yeah, this is a lot to deal with. Not for any particular reason. I just resolve all. Resolve. I think I put the Pace Setter Paragon and oh, I can only activate one of them, right? Yeah. All right, so this becomes a 3/4 with double strike. So that's 8 total damage past the blockers. Bloop, bloop. Put that in front of that. I'm going to activate the exhaust on the Pace Setter. We lose both of these creatures, but at least we get to kill one of them. And if they have a removal spell, then that's also fine too, because they haven't really been using their removal, right? Now what I should be trying to do is trying to remember to tap the Zahur to, or not tap it, to use its ability in case something happens. Sure. I am taking 7. Oh, I could have just used this thing to block that by itself. That was dumb. Alright, so sacrifice another creature. Actually, you know what? Let me just let the damage happen. Sure. Resolve. Yup. And my turn. Okay. So Dynamite Diver's interesting. We could play any of these. But we can't really attack here. Is the way that we get out of this... God, they managed to invalidate an entire removal spell from the Boommobile. And I guess we kind of need something here, right? Maybe the correct thing to do is just to play this and the boosted sloop and expect to block and try to surveil into something good. Next. Why was... Oh, it becomes a 4/5 because of Caradora. Okay. No attacks. I completely forgot about Caradora. Alright, so... end turn there. They have like this one big unwavering, unswerving sloth, which they're going to keep getting in with. I'm going to sacrifice the dynamite driver to ping our opponent. As like tribute. Yep. Pass. Resolve. Pass the blockers. Put this in front of that. Oh, they have the trample trick, don't they? Yep. Okay, so... I guess they're gonna hit max speed. I think we still sacrifice this for value. Ping ya. Ah, damn. Alright, so Adrenaline Jockey, if they cast a spell. Do I want Adrenaline Jockey? I don't think that that's what gets us out of this. I think we need our 4-mana removal spell. We need a... what's it called? Crash and Burn. Which we have a... according to... what's it called? According to Untapped, we have a 13% chance of drawing. That's not a Crash and Burn. Alright. So, no plays here. I think... actually, you know what? Activate this. I'm going to pitch these two. We 100% need a Crash and Burn here. That is not a Crash and Burn. There's a Veteran Beast Rider. Untap each creature I control. I can add to the board here. We have this as well. Next. But I think we're just dead to this unswerving sloth. I think actually what happens is next turn they just swing out with everything and they pump. So yeah, no attacks, end turn. Untap each creature. They should activate Beast Rider Vanguard. I don't know what they're thinking of doing. Maybe they don't notice it. There you go. Okay. Oh, you know what? That probably just closes out the game a little bit better. They have a full grip anyway, right? Resolve that. Pass to attackers. Yep. Okay, so they're being cautiously optimistic. Resolve. They might have something neat here. Pass to blockers. I'll put this in front of this. And I'll put this and this in front of that. Activate only once each turn for the Surveil trigger. Ride's End. Alright. Well, let's sacrifice that to get a Surveil. Don't want a swamp. Resolve. Gives that trample. Sure. And pass the damage. Yeah, this is pretty gone. I just want to see what our next draw is. Resolve. Maybe I should have cracked the dog to destroy their mana rock earlier. My turn. Oh, I'm curious. I want to see what we're gonna get. I want to see what we're getting here. Let me draw two. Oh wow, okay. Hey, there's the Crash and Burn. Alright, good game. There's the Crash and Burn. And the Aether Spark. Woo! Here's our next opponent. We're playing 5-color nonsense. I made one short change. I put the boosted sloop, I think it was, in exchange for the Hull Drifter. We have 2 of those. We have this in our opener. We need 1 more land and we can play it. There's also a Carrion Cruiser. I think we could also turn 3 this if we hit a land as well. We're going first, so we don't really want to go down a card. I think we can keep this, he says optimistically. I think we can keep this. Please don't play that one mana death toucher. Please do not. Oh boy. Okay. Look at my stupid shit. They could take the Aether Spark. I think that's correct. The Broodheart engine is also probably not wrong. But there's a lot going on here. Opponents like getting to look at our hand go like, what the sh? Yep, it's the Aether Spark. Okay. So that makes the most sense. I need a land. I would like a land for Pothole Mole. Thundering Broodwagon was not the best card to draw there. I will say that. What'd they put in the yard? Oh, come on. Detention Chariot and a Swamp. We're gonna cycle this. Oh, you know what? Thundering Broodwagon's not terrible, actually, because we get to cycle it. Alright. Drew a boosted swoop. A boosted swoop. We can always get it back with Carrion Cruiser. They have an Embalmed Descendant, so they're going to be going up to speed 2. It looks like opponent actually has a competent deck, unlike some of us. Me. Unlike myself. Would like a land. I think we take the Verge here, just to have the most options, but let's see. Is there anything in the deck that's double green? Broodwagon. The Aganosaur is more of a trick. Browser. I think we just take the Verge here, right? I would like a black source, but that's none of those. So just take the Verge. It gives us the most amount of colors, despite the fact that I took out the, what's it called? The Hull Drifter. Sure. Makes the most sense. Fearless Swashbuckler. If a pirate and a vehicle attack this combat. Okay. So that pretty much blocks everything I have. Okay. I have enough mana to do this and the Fearless Swashbuckler, so I will. Broodheart Engine is going to be great for fixing our draws. And no attacks. They're going to hit speed 4 pretty soon, and that's going to turn on their Embalmed Descendant. Each opponent loses 1 life, and they gain a life. Yep. So that's going to be a problem. We can get back the Thundering Broodwagon and kill that with the Broodheart Engine, which is going to be cool, but they also might have that exile a card from your opponent's graveyard thing. We also just happen to have Carrion Cruiser in the event. Okay, so Cloudspire Captain. Not doing much on this board. Sure. Surveil. I would love a Crash and Burn. I think we just bring this back. Destroy that. Resolve. Next. No attacks in turn. What is this crew for? 3. Okay, so we could send in that in with the Fearless Swashbuckler. Scrap Compactor. Oh no. It's okay. If they use that to destroy that, we can get it back with the Carrion Cruiser. Opponent's also like just out of card. Okay, so we can do 2 3-drops, like the Boosted Sloop and the Carrion Cruiser. We could do Caradora. I think we just do the 2 3-drops. Is this tapping correctly? Blue, red. Okay. So Carrion Cruiser, mill 2. 1, 2. Get back my Thundering Bandwagon. And we'll play the Boosty Sloop. Next. No attacks, end turn. We could actually attack with the Boosted Sloop, which is fun. I'm sorry? Oh my god, we pulled one off. I can't believe that, actually. Opponent just ran out of gas. Alright, here's our next opponent. We're 1-1 with 5-color nonsense. We're just trying to have a fun time. with this colossal mess. I think this might be keepable. Oh god, we need to hit lands, right? It looks like our only play is the Pace Setter Paragon. Let's do it. Let's do it. The fun is in the challenge, Simon. Oh god. Would have liked a green source in the opener. At the very least, it allows us to keep the Aganosaur Rex. The main issue with our pile of cards is that we didn't get a lot of the role players of Limited, right? The 2s and the 3s. You know, small creatures that you just need to play early. Oh wow, okay. So we'll gain a life there. We actually have that's something to do turn 2, which is wild. Okay, Wretched Doll, I see you. I see you. And we drew a land, so play this land. Gain a life. I will totally trade this for that. Just so you know, opponent. You think you're slick attacking with a Wretched Doll? I will trade this for that. I do not care. And we're actually possibly going to resolve an Aether Spark. That's going to be what I consider cool. It's going to be legit. I would love to... we could have the magical Christmas land of having Caradora and the Aether Spark, because the Aether Spark puts tokens on creatures. Caradora doubles the amount of tokens. Or not doubles, but it adds an additional token. There's a lot of +1/+1 counter stuff in this deck, actually. I know it doesn't look like it. Opponent's deep in the tank here. Since we're playing control, I don't think we attack here. It looks like our opponent's timing out. Alright, we pass priority. I think they either disconnected or are salt scooping. I don't know. Oh boy. Oh, never mind. No attacks. I thought that was going to be the forfeit. Alright. I will definitely play the Aether Spark, attach it to the Pace Setter Paragon, and just start sending it in. I'm surprised that Pace Setter Paragon, by the way, does not have the additional text of start your engines. Because it's a Pace Setter, right? Flavor fail, but doesn't seem like a bad card, per se. I think our opponent disconnected. I can't imagine them salt roping over a 1-drop. I think this is the forfeit. There we go. Against all odds. Here's our next opponent. We're 2-1 with this monstrosity of a deck. 5-color nonsense. Thank you, Arena, for disconnecting me, and thank you for which is the coast for refunding my token. We go first. We have the Adrenaline Jockey. And we draw more lands and we can play more spells. This is fine. On the play, I think this is fine. We have a suitable 3 into several 4s. We can't play the Feral Swashbuckler, unfortunately. Would have liked that to have been a land. Diversion Unit. Okay. Again, another card that I wish was a land instead. We have 17 lands in the deck. It's not like I'm playing some sort of silly let's remove a land because it's best of Warn thing. We need to hit our land drops. Absolutely need to hit them. Opponent is playing blue, so any counter magic they may drop on us will hurt them. And any spells that they cast here will hurt them as well. Okay. They're reading the text and it's just like, if I remove this on their turn, I still take 4. Yep. Alright, they wasted their 3rd turn. We can cast the Aether Spark if they tap out. Otherwise, I think I'd like to just... What is this? Target instant or sorcery. Howler's Heavy. Okay. I think this is the turn that we... I could crash and burn that. But I think this is the turn we play the Aether Spark. Tick it up, put it on the Adrenaline Jockey, and just hit him. I think that's the play here. Granted, this is a 3-4. but it's just a 3/4. And they can't attack this. They could shatter it. Take it up. Put a 1/1 counter on that. Attack with it. I would love if you traded, actually. Next turn, we're going to draw a bunch of cards off of it, too, which is going to feel nice. The Aether Spark is the weirdest of the Planeswalkers that I've seen. Simply because it goes up so fast. 10 mana of any one color. It goes up so fast. It ticks up so fast. Oh, okay. So they can hit my Aether Spark, which may not feel great here. Uh-huh. Okay, so Swiftwater Cliffs. Okay, I think the play here is to crash and burn. Summit 0. We're going to take it up. Although, wait. Counter target instant or sorcery. So maybe the best thing to do is actually to... No, because I can't... Target creature, yeah. I can't do this, and then I'd only kill the unit? I think we leave up the crash and burn. Although, that still allows them to hit this with the heavy. Huh. So maybe the correct thing to do is to Boommobile kill the diversion unit? Red. Select the value for X1. Rate. 1. And make it 2. Pay. Auto pay. There we go. So they still hit the Aether Spark, but next turn I can play Fearless Swashbuckler. Attach this to the Swashbuckler and attack with it for 4. Because we want to keep ticking this up, right? I think they... Destroy target vehicle, yeah, so that's fine. I think that they 100%... Yeah, we could just crash and burn this. The Howler's heavy? I think we need to get on the board, though. And that's why I want to play the Fearless Swashbuckler. The Glide card's kind of not great in our hand right now. Untapped creatures. Yeah. Hits him for 2. Sure. For 3, rather. Leaves him at 2. Hull Drifter. Draw 2. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, so. Interesting. I don't think... I could destroy a vehicle, but I think the more correct thing to do is actually to crash and burn, destroy the Howler's heavy. But I think we do that on their turn. And then we can play the Voyage Glide car to scry before we draw off the Aether Spark, if we can pull that off. If we can pull that off at all. What's funny? These have been... they're going to tap that down. Sure. I still get to tick down to draw some cards, which I think is fine here, actually. I don't think that there's hard counter magic in this format. I'm probably very wrong. I don't think there's a cancel variant, is what I'm getting at. There's a 2 mana counter target creature or artifact unless they pay 4. Opponent's big think here. They used a tap down effect. Ooh, a Duretti. Okay. Sure, resolve that. Choose target artifact or pass to attackers. They could have attacked with the Hull Drifter. Pass. Pass the damage. And I think we killed it already. Can I just play that? Oh my god, I can just play that. Alright, so hold on. I'm going to, for 1 white, play this. We have double green, right? And we're going to scry 2. Or scry 1. I don't need another land. Wait, view battlefield. Let me double check. Forest, green source. Okay. View browser. We don't need that land right now. Draw 2. 1, 2. Play the big thing. Crew 2. Hit them. Grease Wrench Goblin. End turn. Oh my god. This is going absolutely insane. Drawing 2 off the Aether Spark was amazing! And that's the 3rd win. Oh my god, can 5 color nonsense go the distance? We're gonna see it together, folks. Here's our next opponent. We're 3-1 with 5 color nonsense. Is the truth? Who knows? We can get a turn 2 Zahur here. A green source unlocks the rest of the hand. I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be risky. We're gonna have some fun here. And in fact, I'm gonna play the white source first, because if we can get a green source, then that means we get turn 3 Veteran Beast Rider. Yep. Let's start these engines, baby. If they don't play a creature here, or if they play something that's too small, we just swing in with the Zahur. Oh, don't want to trade that. There's a green source. I am not trading here. In fact, I would let that hit me. What's funny is the district mascot, Venom Sack Lagak. Sure. No blocks. I think they saw it was just like that's a free attack. Oh wow. We can magical Christmas land both of these creatures out. We already have 4 colors of mana out, and we're holding the 5th. I feel bad. I do feel bad. Let me attack them with this, actually. If they want to trade the Lagak, I'm fine with this now. Now that we have a board. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Because the Veteran Beast Rider is going to be pretty interesting here. Oh, they might have, what's it called? -1/-1, yeah. They have access to... Okay, never mind. That's just that. Yeah, I don't think they're attacking there. Alright, so play that. Play the Adrenaline Jockey, which would have been nice like a turn earlier, but... with the spin out thing. Oh, I could have attacked with that. Never mind. No, I don't think we do attack with that. What's funny is if we send in the Veteran Beast Rider... Wait, what is this the one that... Yeah, I'll... Sure, that went real quick, actually. Momentum Breaker. Oh, ooh, okay. I'd have rather discarded a card there. Okay, this is looking bad. Yep. This is looking bad. Too many lands. We got flooded. Our engine got flooded, folks. Bonk bonk. This is a really good card though, Momentum Breaker. I really think it's a good one. I don't think people overlook the edict effects. There are a lot of, that's probably it. That's probably what's going to take care of us here. There are a lot of yeah, we're just flooded. Good game. I'm going to concede here, because even if we block like the Beast Rider the Venom Sac Lagak, what we do 1 to them, we can't. They're almost at the mana to exhaust their Hazard of the Dunes, and they're gonna get to max speed pretty soon. So this turns into 4 life, right? Leave match. We needed anything but like a 1-drop there. Not even anything but. Another land would have been bad too. We just had a series of bad draws. Here's our next opponent. We're 3-2 with 5-color nonsense. I would like to say that we did earn our entry fee back, in addition to the fact that the draft token got refunded to us. So we're doing pretty well here. Our opponent's going first. We do have a turn. We need to draw lands. I would feel bad if I mulliganed this. We need to draw lands. If we could keep hitting lands, we can play our other cards. And we're on the draw, so I'm going to keep this. I have the Grease Wrench Goblin. Voyager glide cards are very good. We have this, so if we can draw a land, we might be able to like cycle some things away, like the Mech Cycle and the Mascot, right? That's a good 3. Canyon Vaulter rather. Ooh, this is gonna be fast. Gives that flight too. This is gonna be real fast, folks. Holy shies. Shnikes. Let's play this. I would have liked all land instead of a Dynamite Diver, so they could pop this with the. Oh god, I don't think they do that though. I think they just lift it with this Canyon Vaulter and attack us like that. I will trade this for the Vaulter, this Grease Wrench Goblin, just so you know. Just so you know. Okay. We have to stymie the damage. That is not good. That is not good. Sure, interface ace. They can crew this again. Jeez, okay. I'm surprised that they didn't. I think we just take this, because it's not like the Dynamite Diver pings anything down here. Sure. No attacks. Just very mana screwed. Have a bunch of would like to draw. Would be nice. Okay. Indestructible and lifelink. Use the interface ace. It untaps itself. There you go. Sure. I don't think you attack with that. Yeah, no. No blocks here. Because we can't. It's not the. Okay, good game. What a wet fart of a final game. Oh, that felt bad. That felt real bad. It was like, hey, can we draw a land? No, no, no. Let's see. No, 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 no. So leave match. We weren't going to win that regardless. We needed to draw lands. Unfortunately, we just didn't. Oh well, we went 3-3 with literally just whatever. The only two I made 3 picks. I made Valor's Flagship, Glide Car, and there was something else. Maybe it was Spin Out, or no? Yeah, I think it was Spin Out. We made 3 of these picks, and we still made a deck that went 3-3. This is early days of the format. I think this is day 3, Thursday. I'm going to upload this to either the YouTube or the either Record Player 1 or the Dick Record YouTube channels. So if you're watching on either of those, please follow them both. thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. I thought that was pretty fun up until that last match where we just only had the 2 lands and then never could play anything. Especially in the early days of the format, aggro is going to be pretty good. So that was one of the problems that we had to deal with there. Just curving out is sometimes all you need to do to win, right? And that's what they did. So yeah. Also, if you enjoy me, please come to twitch.tv/dickrecord. But until next time, I will see you around. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and happy Singles Awareness Day.